Elon Musk says team behind CBS's 60 Minutes deserves a long prison sentence. Now, some of you liberals might be a little uncomfortable with the wealthiest man in the world and the shadow president accusing literally all media outlets they don't like of needing jail time. Some might say this is rather Hitlerian. I will say, however, and I do think there's a silver lining to this. I'm not just being, I'm not just being glib. Isn't it a little bit nice that Elon is spreading this so thin? Like, they've had a month. They could be building a case on social media for like a specific targeted legal attack. But it seems like they're just saying this about everyone. Now, I'm not saying that's not dangerous. I'm just saying it's like you say this about absolutely everyone. You're only really like furthering your reputation as the guy who wants to jail all of his opposition, as opposed to, building a kind of unanimous consensus for the investigation and arrest of any given. They're not even going after AOC that hard. It's just like Tom Homan mostly, who's apparently doing like 16 interviews a day where he says, yeah, I think that Pam Bondi should look into whether or not it's illegal for AOC to explain people's constitutional rights to them. It is a very like scatterbrained presidency, which you'd think it wouldn't be, because they had all the time in the world to prepare. Also, everyone on top is like a hardcore loyalist now, It's not like the first Trump administration where a bunch of the, cabinet secretaries are neocons. You'd think they'd have like a very directed, targeted message. Musk appeared to take issue with a report from Sunday's episode focused on what the Trump administration's moves at the U.S. Agency for International Development could mean for the future of other government agencies. 60 Minutes posted a graphic on its account on Twitter featuring a quote by former USAID Administrator Andrew Natsios, a Republican, refuting the Trump administration's claims that the agency needs to be reformed to cut out massive fraud. The most accountable aid agency in the world is USAID. Musk, who ignored the show's request for an interview, there's a reason why you don't see Musk doing any political interviews, by the way. The only political interviews that Musk has are with people like Tucker Carlson, like completely on board, no tough questions, Replied to the Post, citing a clip of the unedited 60 Minutes interview correspondent Bill Whitaker taped with Vice President Kamala Harris in the fall, which is the subject of a lawsuit Trump brought against CBS. 60 Minutes are the biggest liars in the world, Musk said. They engaged in deliberate deception to interfere with the last election. They deserve a long prison sentence. To be fair, Musk does say this every day about a new group of people, multiple times a day even. Is it not kind of toothless? He is an insanely powerful guy. I feel like you're really diminishing the power of your station when you're saying stuff like this all the time and nothing happens, right? Like, you're not actually these people aren't actually getting arrested. Like, he has all the power in the world, but if a king in a monarchy was like, arrest that guy, they would just get arrested. He sounds pathetic. Yes, that is true. You're not the audience MAGA is, so long as they keep eating it up, he'll say anything. Yeah, but the problem with that is that, again, it's not the entirety of the MAGA constituency. It's a small portion of it that pay attention to this stuff day to day. I know it's crazy to people like us. I know it's insane. I know it's a little Joker-like to think about it, and I'm not joking. But the average person doesn't engage with politics that much. The average person, and I mean it, is just living their life. And they're getting like blips of news. They're like, oh, that's happening. Now, I think this is a bad thing, because I think people should be paying attention when their country is getting brutally raped to death. But most conservatives are not following Musk on his like 57, I was going to say 57 tweets a day. He tweets way more than 57 times a day. Most people are not following. The most recent tweet 5 seconds ago, 4 minutes. There. Exclusive, the non-political USAID employee 60 Minutes used to attack Trump is a personal blog where she called Trump a reincarnation of Mussolini and Hitler. Wow. Holy shit, 34 minutes ago? Man's slacking. If you track his Twitter activity, he averages 13 tweets an hour. Yeah, most people are just not following to this extent. And the constant, like, scattershot, blunderbuss firing out into the wilds, they should be arrested. They should be arrested. They should be arrested. I don't know how much that's actually doing to build a popular consensus, I don't know how much is actually getting done there. I genuinely don't know. Ontario pronunciation. Pronounce 1 hour mute in the language of your native tongue. Is it illegal to be wrong? I mean, it is very obvious that if Elon could do things unilaterally, he would just have everyone who ever said anything negative about him arrested. And probably killed. Like, he would, let's not... He's a Nazi. If he could, you would all be shot in the back of the head. Yeah, with no, 100%, yeah. It's just this country is big and it's complicated, and there are a lot of people in this country who wouldn't be down for that, so, he can't just, he can't just do it. You think media should just ignore his tweet? No, I don't think that ignoring him is going to make him go away. You guys excited for Social Security to get cut? They can't actually do this. If they actually did start removing people's Social Security, because, Social Security isn't just a government entitlement program. You pay into it. If people have their money cut off, I honestly do it. I don't care. It's not like my job pays into Social Security. I'm not getting the company that I work for, that is to say Alphabet, Google contracting me, they're not paying in their half on the Social Security tax. Got to do a damn bank run. Yes, there are far more eligible Social Security numbers than there are citizens in the USA. This might be the biggest fraud in history. This is what I mean by there being a disconnect between the kinds of people who follow Elon Musk religiously on social media, Nazis, and the average conservative, because the average conservative would not buy into this. That's not fraud. That's not fraud. It's legacy coding. They're morons. I know they're morons. You should just take for granted that anything Elon says ever is wrong. Wait, don't you pay taxes, so can't you get SS? Yeah, but I don't have a company paying their half. It's a whole thing. Social Security, it's a whole thing. Look at the post edits. They posted this without the redactions, lol. The Doge Twitter account initially posted this without redacting anything. 1.9 billion of HUD money was just recovered after being misplaced during the Biden administration due to a broken process. These funds are earmarked for the... I'm not reading this shit. It looks boring as hell. But they just dropped these sensitive government files with no redactions at all. That's really funny. Yes? Okay, yeah. Click where it says last edited. You can't tell me what to do. The accelerationist in me demands it. He has to go after Social Security. He has to burn it to the ground. It's the only way. Republicans used to hate Social Security. They should do that again. Well, the only reason they were able to get away with hating Social Security back then was because people weren't yet reliant on it. Do you have any idea how tenuous retirement is in America? If you're not American, you genuinely might not know. But, you get nothing when you're older. There's not, an innate safety net past a point. I don't know. You get your, Medicaid or Medicare, but, in terms of keeping yourself afloat, now no one has a company pension anymore. Really? Yeah, really. You just die. That's the American retirement plan. Used to be you had company pensions. Not anymore. Wait, do you not have pensions? Chat, who here has a pension? A meaningful one. Not so much anymore. You've got three things. You've got pensions, you've got your 401k, and you've got Social Security. Social Security, stupid system, but whatever. You pay into it. If you have an employer, they pay their half, whatever. Not a lot of money, okay? 401k, that you pay into privately. That gets floated on the market, so good luck if there's a stock market crash. And the pension, who even knows? Because no one has them anymore. But pensions, no one knows what those are. I certainly don't. Isn't the fastest growing demo of newly homeless the elderly now? I don't know, but probably. And then they die, so they fall off, right? I've never even met someone with a real pension. You'd have a difficult time finding a young person who has a pension, I'll tell you that much.